أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to QC3. After QC2, this is the most important class because in QC2 you learn the weak verbs. In QC3 you learn the mazid fi. So they both classes they are important. This course has been designed, as you know, by Dr. Abdulaziz Abdurrahim, who is a PhD geotechnical engineering, founder of the Understand Quran Academy, Hyderabad, India. He lives in Saudi, working as an engineer, and he has developed these courses. Here in Pakistan, Arshad Iqbal Malik is the person who is the chief executive officer of the Iqbal and Company and chairperson of Al-Falah Mansur Trust and promoting these courses. Islamic Community Center is a very unique idea. This is situated building in Islamabad E11. The purpose is to bringing together like-minded families for the revivals of the Islamic Ummah through the understanding of the Quran and promoting the Islamic way of living on a 24/7 basis in our personal, family, and the business lives. The course days, of course, the course was supposed to start today on 21st July, but it has been postponed for the regular classes from 28 July. Today and tomorrow we will have the special 2 grammar classes covering the all grammar which you have learned in QC1 and 2. So the class days remain the same, Monday and Tuesday. Inshallah, this course will be complete on the 30th September or maybe 1 week later. There will be 2 quiz, one the first mid quiz on the 2nd September and the final quiz will be on 7 or maybe 11 October. The timings for your class is 6 to 7. This is a 11 weeks duration. As you can see, this is the detailed schedules of the class. A formal registration form has been shared with you. You people have to get registered. We know the Musaf, each juz has 4 parts and each part has been divided into 5 pages. The first 5 pages, 1 to 5, you studied in QC2. They were starting from 1 to 37 ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah. The second 5 pages, page 6 to 10, now you are studying in QC3. They start from 38 up to 76, meaning the 39 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, page 11 to 15, inshallah, you will study in QC4, starting 77 up to 105, mean the 29 ayahs. And the last 5 pages, 16 to 20, inshallah, you will cover in QC5. And they will starting from 106 up to 141, mean the 36 ayahs. There are 141 ayahs of Surah Al-Baqarah in first juz, which will complete in QC5. The objective of this course 3 is study 5 next pages of the Quran from page 6 to 10 and know the 8 words of per line of the Quran by the end of the course. Know almost 90% of words when you start the 11th page of Quran in the QC4. Learn the pointers and the phrases for easy learning of the vocabulary and learn how to apply Al-Quran to our lives and learn the mazid fi verbs that occurs once in every line of the Quran using the TPI. Last but not the least, learn 200 plus Quranic related spoken Arabic sentences for the effective learning. Before the course starts, you can see these 5 pages which we have studied. The new words at the moment, they are average 30 plus in each page. After the course, you will remain only 11 or 12 words in each page. Approach will be same as in QC2, understanding Al-Quran, Al-Surah Al-Baqarah, meaning from verses 38 to 76. Each lesson is divided in two parts. Part A, that is the Quranic part, and the part B, which covers the grammar, of course, the Mazid fi verbs. After doing this course, you can see you will remain only 11 words in each page. Look, 17, 17, 8, on average, that is 11. When you study any phrase, use R5S turn loud. R means relax. 5S means use five senses: hear it, see it, smell it, taste it, touch it, feel it, imagine the actions for verbs, and imagine the nouns. And 10 means spend at least 10 seconds. And loud means say it loud, at least you should hear your voice on. And revise daily the important words or the notes which you have made. When we study any ayah, in ayah we will find the isms, and in ism we would like to know the numbers, gender, and mean the kind, and the i'rab or the state. When we see the fail, we will like to know its madi, mudare, amr, and the fa'il. When we see the harf, we will look either it's a common or it's a specific word. We know the kalima has three parts: ism, fail, harf. In fail is a word which shows the verb and the tense. How we identified them? If in the beginning, if you see any word, ya, ta, hamza, noon, sin, sofa, alif, sin, takat, any word when is starting with any word of this letter, that is a verb. At the end of a verb, you may say ta with fatah, ta with dhamma, ta with kasra, ta, sakin, and nun. So these are the sign of a verb at the end. They are the madi. The front, they are the mudari. So you can have the in the beginning of words or at the end of the words. No fi'l amal. We know fi'l mudari, fi'l amr. How we say, we take the fi'l mudari, suppose tafa'alu, and we want to make the fi'l amr. What we do? We remove this sign of mudari ta. We make the last letter sakun. So, and then we add a hamza. It may be with kasra, just like we say if'al. That is the amr. Or if it is a tansuru, we remove the ta, we make the last letter sakun, and then we add a hamza with dhamma. We say unsur. So if the verb is coming from ba, fataha, daraba, samia, we add hamza with kasra, just like if, id, is. When the word or the verb is coming from bab nasara, we add hamza with dhamma, just like unsur, uzkur, ubud, ukhud. Then the fail madi practice. We see madi practice and then the mudari practice. Inshallah, we will do it. Now, the four reasons of dhamma coming on mudari. If on a mudari verb you see there is dhamma in the beginning, there may be four reasons. The first reason maybe is fail majhul. In madi, it is fu'ila. First letter dhamma, second letter kasra, and the last letter fatha. In mudari majhul, it is yuf'alu. The sign mudari are the first letter dhamma, and the letter before the last letter have a fatha. That is the sign of madi majhul. If suppose the word which we are looking is not from mudari majhul, then there are three more possibilities. One is it may be from babi taf'il, just like allama, four letter, and mudari is yu'allimu, there is dhamma, because this is the four letter word, and it have a shad. It helps us to identify is belong to Babi Tafil. It may be Babi Mufala, just like from Hasaba, Yuhasibu. It's have Dhamma, but there is a Alif. It helps us to identify is from Babi Mufala. And if there is no other reason, it does not from the Babi, it's not Mudari Majhul, it's not Babi Tafil, Babi. Then the last reason of Dhamma on the Mudari is always Babi Ifar, just like Aslama Yusli. The Zamair, for the Ghaib, we say Huwa, Huma, Hum. And for the feminine, we say Hiya, Huma, Hunna. And we say Ha for the feminine, Hu, Huma, Hum, and Ha, Huma, Hunna for the feminine. What about the second person? We say Anta, Antuma, Antun, Anti, Antuma, Antun. Or when they come attached, we say Ka, Kuma, Kun, Ki, Kuma, Kun. What about the first person? We say Ana, Nahnu, or we say Ya and Na. So these are the attached form of the verbs, and these are the detached pronouns. What about the Mudari, Madi? In the Madi, you say if there is a Dhamma, Tawid Fatah, Tawid Kasra, Tawid Sakun, Tum, Tunna, Wa, and Na at the end of a word, we say it's Madi verb. What about the Mudari? If we see Hamza, Ta, Ya, or Nun in the beginning of a verb, we say it's belong to Mudari. What is the sign of the plural? In Ism as well as Fi'l. In the we say Waw Alif, Waw Nun with Fatah, Ya Nun Fatah. They are the sign of the plural word. Then we say the important points of Tajweed, the place of Mad, Muqam Mad. If there is Fatah before the Alif, Dhamma before the Waw, Kasra before the Ya, that is the place where the Mad comes. And the reason of Mad is after them, if Hamza or Sakun come, either Hamza or Sakun, then there will be Mad. And Lam Nafi Jins, when on Ism come, it gives the Nas, mean the Fatah to the Ism. So then we did the Haruf in QC1. We did the 9 harf. Out of them, 9 harf, the Ma and Inda, they were the Ism. And the 7, they were the Harfijar. What were they? Li, Min, An, Bi, Fi, Ala, Ila. They are Haruf, Harfijar. Ma and Inda, they act like harf, but they are the Ism. Then we did their table. We say Lahu, Lahum, Laka, Li, Lakum, Lana, Laha, Minhu, Minhum, Minka, Minni, Minkum, Minna, Minna. Anhu, Anhum, Anka, Anni, Ankum, Anna, Anna. Bihi, Bihim, Bika, Bi, Bikum, Bina, Bia. Fihi, Fihim, Fika, Fiya, Fikum, Fina, Fiha. Alayhi, Alayhim, Alayka, Alayya, Alaykum, Alayna, Alayha. Ilayhi, Ilayhim, Ilayka, Ilayya, Ilaykum, Ilayna, Ilayha. So they are the haruf. What about the Mainda? They are Isam. Mahu, Mahum, Maka, Mai, Makum, Mana, Ma'a. Indahu, Indahum, Indaka, Indi, Indakum, Indana, Inda. We have done this in QC1. So Harfejar, we say they are 7. In Masaf, they are 11, but in QC1, you learn only the 7. What were they? Bi, Fi, Ala, Li, Min, An, and Ila. What about the Marinda? Maninda, they are Isam. They are not the harf. There are more 4 if you learn Ta, Ka, Wa, and Hatta. They make 11. 7 these, Bi, Fi, Ala, Li, Min, An, Ila, they are 7. Ta, Ka, Wa, Hatta, 4, 11. In Masaf, those only 11 harf jar has been used. Majority of these 11 has come. We have a verb sa in QC1 fa'ala, 3-letter word fa'ala, he did. At the end, if I add vowel, if it becomes fa'alu, it becomes plural, they did. At the end, if I add ta with fatha, it becomes fa'alta, you did. At the end, if I add ta with dhamma, it becomes fa'altu, I did. If I add tum at the end, it becomes fa'altum, you all did. If I add na, it becomes fa'alna, we did. If I add ta sakin with it, fa'alat, she did. We have learned this table. You take any table of 3 letters, add with them va, ta, tu, tum, na, it makes the Mahdi verb. Just like huwa, it is shown with fatha. Hum, it is shown with waw alif. Anta is shown with ta with fatha. Ana is shown with ta with dhamma. Antum is shown with tum. Na, anahnu is shown with na. And here is shown with ta sakin. Actually, these wa, ta, tum, na, they represent hum, anta, ana, antum, nahnu, and here. Suppose I have got this sign, wa, ta, na. I take a verb. I add fa'ala. So table will be fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altu, fa'altu, fa'alna, fa'alat. I have not to memorize the verb or the table. I have to memorize these words and attach with them. Suppose there is a word fataha. What will be the word? Fataha, fatahu, fatahta, fatatu, fatatum, fatana, fatah. Ja'ala, ja'ala, ja'alu, ja'alta, ja'altu, ja'altum, I'm attaching these with them. I'm not memorizing the table. I just taking, suppose nasara, I attach nasara, nasaru, nasarta, nasartu, nasartum, nasarna, nasarat, khalaka, khalaku, khalakta, khalaktu, khalaktum, khalakna, khalakat, zakara, zakaru, zakarta, zakartu, zakartum, zakarna, zakarat, abada, abadu, abatta, abattu, abattum, abadna, abadat, daraba, darabu, darabta, darabtu, darabtum, darabna, darabat, samia, samiu, samita, samitu, samitum, samina, samiyat, alima, alimu, alimta, alimtu, alimtum, alimna, alimat, amila, amilu, amilta, amiltum, amiltum. These 11 verbs you learn in QC1. How to make the Madi? Just add wa, ta with fatha, ta with dhamma, ta, tum, na, and na at the end. Your 11 table are in your hand. Less than in a minute. فعل فعلوا فعلت فعلت فعلتم فعلنا فعلت جعل جعلوا جعلت جعلتوا جعلتم جعلنا جعلت فتح فتحوا فتحت فتحتوا فتحتم فتحنا فتحت نصر نصروا نصرت نصرتم نصرتم نصرنا نصرت خلق خلقوا خلقت خلقتوا خلقتم خلقنا خلقت ذكر ذكروا ذكرت ذكرتوا ذكرتم ذكرنا ذكرت أبدا عبدوا عبدت عبدتوا عبدتم عبدنا عبدت ضرب ضربوا ضربت ضربتوا ضربتم ضربنا ضربت سمع سمعوا سمعت سمعتوا سمعتم سمعنا سمعت علم علموا علمت علمتوا علمتم علمنا علمت عمل عملوا عملت عملتوا عملتم عملنا. Less than in a minute you can revise. If you know what you have to do, you have to just attach wa, ta, tu, tum, na. You have not to memorize the whole table. You just know fa'ala, fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altu, fa'altum, fa'alna. You are finished. So fa'ala, if we want to make feminine, we add ta with the end. We say fa'alat. In mudare, how to make the feminine? We remove the ya of mudare, we attach the ta in the front. It becomes tafalu for the feminine. So madi of the feminine is fa'alat. We have got the 11 word. Look that. Fa'alat, ja'alat, fatahat, nasarat, zakarat, abadat, shakarat, khalaqat, darabat, sami'at, alimat, amilat. How to make the mudari? Put the taf in front of them. Tafalu, taj'alu, taftahu, tansuru, taskuru, takhluku, ta'budu, tadribu, tasma'u, ta'lamu, ta'malu. So it's easy. How to make the feminine madi mudari? Just add ta, add then mazi, ta in the front, mudari. Then we had the practice of feminine and masculine. We say huwa is a masculine, here is a feminine. That way, if I say fa'ala, huwa fa'ala, here should be attached ta, fa'alat from jala. Ja'alat. From fatah, fatahat, nasara, nasarat, khalaka, khalakat, zakara, zakarat, abada, abadat, shakara, shakarat, daraba, darabat, samia, samiat, alima, alimat, amila, amilat. Just act a second, your Madi is ready. We have three letters, fa, ain, lam. They at time come all the three having fatah. Just like fa'ala. At time, the ain kalma have kasra. The first letter is always in Madi have fatah and last fatah, Madi sign. But ain kalma maybe have fatah or maybe dhamma. When it's the kasra, the verb is fa'ila. The ain kalma may have dhamma. Fa'ula. It means the verb can come in three shapes. Fa'ala, fa'ila, fa'ula. The ain kalma with fatah, ain kalma with kasra, ain kalma with dhamma. Let's to have the example. When say fa'ala, mudari is yaf'alu, and the bab is called fatah. In the Madi, there is fatah and mudari fatah, so bab name is fatah. In the Madi, I have a fatah, fa'ala. In the mudari, I've got kasra, yaf'ilu. The bab is daraba. So what is the distinction? In Madi fatah, in mudari and kalma have kasra, the bab is daraba. Fa'ala in Madi have fatah, in mudari have dhamma. So bab is nasra. What is the difference? In Madi, the ain kalma has fatah. In mudari, the ain kalma has dhamma. So the bab name is nasara. Suppose I have got fa'ila, the ain kalma in Madi kasra, and the yafalu fatah ain kalma, bab samya. So what is the difference? In Madi, you have the kasra. In mudari, you have the fatah. So thus we find out the fataha, nasara, daraba, samya. Finding the ain kalma in Madi and mudari, both fatah, fatah. If Madi fatah but mudari kasra, daraba. If Madi fatah but mudari dhamma, nasra. If the Madi have kasra and mudari fatah, babis. Then we saw the difference between the Madi and mudari. In Madi, the change is at the end of the verb. Just fa'ala, fa'alta, fa'altu, fa'altum, fa'alna, fa'alat, wa, ta, tu, tum, na coming at the end, showing this is the Madi. In mudari, the change come in the front. What is that? Ya, ta, hamza, ta, nun. They come in front, so they show it's the mudari one. Huwa, in Madi we say fataha, in mudari we use the ya. Hum, in Madi we use waw alif, wa, in mudari we use ya and plus at the end waw, nun, waw nun. Anta we show in Madi ta, in mudari we show with ta. Ana we show here with ta with dhamma, here we show hamza. Antum we represent in Madi tum, in mudari we represent with ta and at the end waw nun. Nahnu we represent with na in the Madi, in mudari we represent nun. So what are the ilamat mudari? Ya. Ya comes with two. Either it comes with the single or it comes with the plural. When it comes with the single, it is just like yafal. When plural, yafaluna. Ta, it also comes for two. Anta, single, antum, plural. When it comes for anta, it is fa'alta. Oh, sorry, it is tafa'alu, tafa'al. And plural will be tafa'aluna and farantu. When it comes for ana, it is farana, hamza come, af'alun. For nahnu, it comes with na, naf'alu. So in the beginning, if it's a ya, either it will be huwa or hum. If ta, it will be anta or antum. If hamza, it means ana. If na, nan. When they are plural, they have waw nun. Waw. Look, fa'ala, yaf'alu, bab is fatah. Fa'ala, yaf'ilu, bab is daraba. Fa'ala, yaf'alu, bab is nasara. Fa'ila, yaf'alu, bab is samia. We did that. Suppose nasara. The mazi will be nasara. Add vowel, it will be nasaru. Add ta with the fatah, nasarta. Ta with Dhamma, nasartu. Atum, nasartum. Adna, nasarna. At tasakin, nasarat. So this is the Madi table. We are adding wa, ta, tu, tum, na at the end of the verb. So it became Madi. What about the Mudari? Look, nasara. Add ya in the beginning. It becomes yansuru. Nasara. Add with ya plus waw nun at the end. Yansuruna. Nasara. Add with ta in the beginning. Tansuru. Nasara. Add ta with, Hamza in the beginning. Ansuru. Nasra add ta with waw nun at the end. Tansuru. Nasra add with nun in the beginning. Nansuru. Nansara add ta for the feminine in the beginning. Nansuru. So this is the mudare. What we are doing? We are just adding waw, ya, waw nun, ta, hamza, ta, waw nun, nun and ta in the beginning of the verb. So in the mudare, the changes are in the beginning, just like that. In the Madi, the beginning, it was the sign were at the end. And they were wa, ta, tu, tum, na, ta. In Mudare, they were ya, ya with wawnun, ta, hamza, ta, wawnun, nun, and ta. Suppose we have got fail amr, how we say? From afta, ifta. From afalu, if'al. From aj'alu, ij'al. From adribu, idrib. From asma, isma. From alamu, i'lam. From amila, i'mal. From ansuru, unsur. From akhluku, ukhlu. From askuru, uskur. From abudu, u'bud. So what is the amr sign? Amr sign is that at the end there should be a sakun. No fatha dhamma kasra. Just like that. Just like that. This is the amr sign. The last letter is always sakun. There are exceptions. Exception, the amr may be of two letters, just like kun, kul, zid, mur, kul, khuz, ud, bur, bit, bid, tub. You will surprise amr may be of single word, single letter, just like ra, he, di, she, si, e, fi, ki, li, inni, he. You have studied this only one. Which one you have studied? Ki. Wakina azabannar. Have you studied in QC1? Wakina. How many words? Vya, ki, and not. When we say va mean and ki save us, na us. Ki is a single word coming there as a verb amar. Ki. On the same pattern, ra, he, di, she. Let me show you. This is a verb, waha. The amar come ha. Wada, the amar come di. Vasha, amar come she. Wasa, amar come si. Wa'a, amar come ain. Wafa, amar come fi. Waka, amar come ki. You are only know this one. Waliya, amar come li. Wana, amar come noon. Waha, amar come ha. So amar can be a single letter. Amar can be a two letter. Amar can be a three letter. When it's come three letter, it may have hamza. All the verbs they take hamza with kasra, except the bab nasara. Their verb takes the hamza with dam. No, you must have learned allazi. We say is isme mawsula, single. Plural was allazina. Allazi is singular, allazina plural. For the feminine, we say allati. This is a singular. And plural is allati or allai. It has two people. Now, what about the dual? This is wahid means single. This is plural. Jama. Musanna means dual. For dual, we say from allazi, allazani. We add alifan. Alif with kasra. Allati, Allatane. We had alif nun with kasra. So we got the family. Now we completed the ismi mausula. Allazi, allazani, allazina, allati, allatane, allati, allai. So let's pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu. اللهم اغفر لنا قبل الموت وارحمنا عند الموت ولا تعذبنا بعد الموت ولا تحاسبنا يوم القيامة إنك على كل شيء قدير. Allah Hafiz. If you people have a question, your questions are welcome. Today we did the grammar revisions of QC1 and 2. Tomorrow we also continue the grammar. From next week, from the 28th, we will have the regular classes because we are waiting for the students who have appeared in QC2 rather than appearing on 25th for the QC2 final quiz. After their result, we will start the regular classes from 20th. Now, if you people have any questions, your questions are welcome, please. If no question, let's recite the supplications on it. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. Inshallah, see you tomorrow.